2023 marks the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, and surprisingly, this is the first year that 0 hip-hop albums or singles has reached number 1 during the first half of the year. Is hip-hop dead? Hip-hop is leading the race as the most profitable genre of music, and you won't believe the facts behind this. In 2006, ABC News announced that the hip-hop industry was worth more than $10 billion a year. In 2016, the hip-hop market grew to $15.7 billion. In 2017, rap was the most consumed genre of music, surpassing the rock category. In 2019, the hip-hop industry contributed $10 billion to the U.S. economy based on merchandise sales, concerts, and music sales. With this growing streak, it seemed as if hip-hop was on a steady rise, but in 2021, it was reported that hip-hop was declining in revenue share, and a large portion of that share was going to Latin music. The controversy here is that Bad Bunny was a highly profitable artist, but was included in the Latin music category. Bad Bunny considers himself a rapper. Is hip-hop only exclusive to Black U.S. rappers? Similarly, Adele is a British artist but is put in the pop category. Although 2021 statistics showed a decline in hip-hop revenue share, hip-hop artists were still able to dominate the charts in 2022. Ghana, Future, Kendrick Lamar, Lil Durk, Pusha T, and Tyler the Creator all had number 1 albums by June of 2022. And Jack Harlow's First Class and Future's Wait For You were chart-topping singles by the halfway mark of last year. Fast forward to 1 year later, and no hip-hop artist has produced a number 1 album or single by the middle of the year. The artists who have dropped number 1 albums are K-pop groups Tomorrow Together and Stray Kids. K-pop is a genre of Korean music that has hip-hop influence. In fact, TXT is under Hybe, which is the exact label that bought QC for $320 million earlier this year. Karol G is another artist who has had a number 1 album this year. Karol G is considered a Latin trap artist. Trap music is an original type of hip-hop music that originated in the South. Lastly, Morgan Wallen earned a number 1 album this year. Morgan's album, categorized as country, has heavy hip-hop influence. But none of these artists are considered traditional hip-hop artists, leading the most influential genre of music to make it halfway through 2023 without topping the charts. Hip-hop artists who have released albums in 2023 are popular, but has yet reached a crossover appeal. For instance, Lil Durk released his album this year. He has proven to be talented, but has not figured a way to capitalize his talent in his music and on the Billboard charts. Similarly, Never Broke Again is the most influential hip-hop artist of today's generation. And outside of his impressive work ethic and achievements, he has yet to have commercial success, leading him to lack on Billboard ratings. In fact, hip-hop artists haven't had to worry about commercial success with streaming and social media on their side. But both has proven to be a double-edged sword for artists. Ghana topped the charts earlier last year with DS Forever, but the RICO indictment and snitching accusations hinder his progress on the charts this year, despite his album being popular in the community. Megan Thee Stallion was predicted as one of the leading rappers of the 2020s. In fact, she earned 2 number 1 singles in 2020 alone and began to rise to commercial success. But the controversial domestic assault between her and Tory Lanez spread division across social media, in which she was bullied and trolled, and this led her to take a healing break, with her yet to release any music in 2023. A downside to social media is any small bad move an artist makes can ruin their career, thanks to cancel culture. Streaming was a major source of success for artists in the 2010s. But the convenience of streaming allowed other genres to rise in popularity, causing tough competition for hip-hop artists. Hip-hop has changed a lot since the 2010s. Some popular and influential chart toppers has been victims of gun violence, and some has had their lyrics weaponized against them at court. Takeoff was arguably the most talented of the Migos, and he passed before he was able to establish his solo career. Nipsey Hussle received his first Grammy months before his tragic death, and King Von's storytelling rap was taking over the industry when he unexpectedly passed. These artists' success and influence, even after their deaths, can predict how different the hip-hop charts could have looked this year. The most important reason for the lack of album and single chart success is the art of rap music has changed. Drake set the tone in his 2022 album, Honestly Nevermind. And although it had mixed reviews with the community, he started the wave of dance music being popular again in hip-hop. Coi Leray broke the top 10 charts with her dance hit Players. Uzi's Just Wanna Rock also hit the top 10 charts, leading Lil Uzi Vert to being the first rapper to earn a #1 album at the beginning of the second half of this year. For years, the hip-hop community was making dance music as a bottom priority. But Uzi's recent success shows that hip-hop may have to adapt to the new wave in order to compete with other genres. Although hip-hop has not been recognized for its worldwide influence, it's proven that it has been and will remain the most influential genre of music. Current success shows that hip-hop is not dead, but is going through a rebirth period. The new wave of dance-centric music could be the answer, but do you think the veterans will adapt to this new sound? Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. What are your thoughts about the current state of hip-hop? Do you think it gets the credit it deserves? And lastly, who are your top 3 rappers of all times? Put them down in the comments.